Good morning, Jalapeno Gal back with another book review. This one is Kroma Esoterica, and yes, I did have to look up how to pronounce this. This is volume 1, and there's 30 images in here, and they are one-sided. They're not double-sided images, but on the back of each image, it tells you what this picture is. So you're not looking at this going, okay, this is what this is. It is on the back of each page. Like I said, 30 images, one-sided, very, very, very detailed artistic design. It's on a medium weight paper. It's pretty thick, somewhat smooth and glossy, but toothy enough to where you can blend your color pencils. And I would say you'll get a max of 3, maybe 4 layers before it goes completely smooth. So you're still able to blend, you're still able to shade, but just keep in mind that anything beyond 3 to 4, depending on how hard you're pressing, you're not going to get much beyond that, which is not a bad thing. I don't think, I don't know. I don't usually go more than 3 or 4 layers when I'm blending or shading, but again, this book, if you look up the video on YouTube for this book, it tells you can use markers, watercolors, pencils, all different types of mediums, paints, and whatnot. And it's true. It's right. I agree 100%. I used, in this picture alone, I used color pencils, multi-types of color pencils. I used Sharpies, I used fine liners, I used watercolor, and I used gel pens. So I used, let me tell you, right here, the yellow in the sun and the blue in the moon up here is watercolor. And it did not warp the page really at all. Had I saturated it more, it might have. But it, like I said, the way I used it here, it did not saturate the paper. The purple flowers is where I used Sharpies. And you can see it did go through, but that's to be expected with any alcohol-based marker. I forgot to put a piece of paper in between the two, but it did not go through onto the next page. And I'm not saying if you do the whole page in Sharpies that it won't bleed through. Always protect your other image. I think that's, unspoken rule of adult coloring. I used the gel pens where you see all the gold, shiny gold, and the angel wings and the crowns and whatnot. And it laid down very smooth. It dried very quickly. I don't see any gaps. I think I used fashion gel on this one. Those are the cheap ones you get from Walmart, so it's not like Jelly Roll or Tech Rider. So, I mean, I would think if those work, the high dollar ones will as well. I use the fine liner for the yellow and the orange here and the green down here. I'm going to flip back over to the beginning here because I want to read to you what these images are about. And I think this little paragraph can sum it all up for me. It says the images from Kroma Esoterica Volume 1 represent some of the classic works of religion, history, alchemy, and mysticism by great artists, illustrators, and engravers from the Middle Ages through the Renaissance. Each one has been painstakingly edited and converted to a format for coloring, while at the same time attempting to maintain the accuracy and integrity of the art. So I think that about says it all on these images and where they come from. The book is stapled. It's not bound. It's not glued. It is stapled, so you can easily pull these staples out to color the images separately, or if you want to copy them so you can practice on a regular piece of paper before laying down your final copy. I do not copy these and sell them. Do not copy these and pass them out because that's, infringing on the copyright thing. But I like the fact that it's stapled. Now, because I've actually been coloring on it, it lays down a little bit. But when you first get it, the staple, because it's stapled, it doesn't lay completely flat. You kind of have to, hold it down for a minute, but it's not that big a deal. So I'm going to go through these images and show you what you're getting. As I said previously, they're very, very, very detailed. So this can be fun for all ages. If you're not into the very, very detailed stuff, then you might pass on this book, but I can tell you it's really fun. The one page that I did do, I had a good time with, because all the mediums took so well to the paper that it was just fun, and it didn't take me hours and hours and hours to do. Now, like, I didn't do something this detailed. This would probably take me quite some time. But the other one, I think I spent maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours on. This is like some real stuff here. It's not like cartoons. It's hard to flip through like I normally do for you guys. And there is a YouTube channel, like I said, that tells you a little bit about this book as well. That's got a lot of detail in it. Sure hope you guys can see this. And I'm sorry about the dogs. I have to keep pausing because they're barking, but dogs will be dogs. I have all their bedding in the washing machine right now, so I can't put them in their crates. I like that. I like this one too. This one's interesting. This one is The Creation of the World in 6 Days, an engraving by St. Wenceslaus Bible in 1715. Oh, that's a... Oh, I love that. That's going to take a while. I think I already showed you guys that one. Oops. I know this review is taking a little bit longer than normal because it's hard to flip through these, but I really just want to give you an idea of all the detail that's in this book. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what that's called. The Last Judgment. This one looks fun. It's definitely different. It's not your average trees and flowers. That's the one that I did. Like I said, it wasn't hard at all. I mean, the paper was so smooth that it really made it fun. It didn't eat up a lot of my pencils either. And here they go again. These dogs are driving me crazy today. I like that one too. You got that king in the sky. I guess that's it. Yeah. So Kroma Esoterica, Volume 1. Check it out if you like a little bit more of a challenge, if you like some more detail, if you are a fan of Renaissance, the Renaissance era and the Middle Ages. Some very beautiful images in this book. I think you'll really like the paper. I think that you'll also like the fact that you can pull the binding apart versus having to take it somewhere to do that. And you know, like I said, a good book for people that like watercolors, markers, pencils, gel pens, a mix of all mediums. So I want to say it's about $10 on Amazon. I haven't seen this in stores. I've only seen this on Amazon or their website. So I will post some links down in the description box so that if you're interested in this book, you can get it. And you know, I'll post a couple links to some other things as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you like it, if it helped you, feel free to subscribe down below and, you know, follow me. I'm always doing reviews on adult coloring books, and if you request a review, I might just pick up that book and let you see what it's about. Bye, guys.